The Cariboo Gold Mine, located in the middle of British Columbia, Canada, is a strong reminder of both economic opportunities and the lasting impact of colonialism. The mine promises jobs and revenue. The Tsilhqot'in Nation and Williams Lake First Nation gave their permission for the project, and the Xusumátkwu First Nation told the ministers that they didn't object to it. However, not objecting is not the same as giving consent, and the Xusumátkwu, once known as the Soda Creek Indian Band, say that the project does not have their full permission. The mine's existence has caused a lot of debate. The main reason for the disagreement is the strong connection between the land and the indigenous peoples who have lived there for thousands of years. The area has a long and complex history. Gold was first found here in the 1850s. This discovery started a huge gold rush. Thousands of prospectors came to the area, changing the land and the lives of indigenous communities forever. The Cariboo Gold Rush brought big changes to the region. Indigenous communities, who had lived and done well for centuries, were forced to move. Their traditional areas for hunting, fishing, and gathering were disturbed. This disturbance is still happening today. Modern mining operations, even with stricter rules, still threaten the environment and cultural heritage. The Xusumátkwu, or Tsilhqot'in Nation, are one of the groups most affected by the Cariboo Gold Mine. Being so close to the mine has led to serious concerns about the possible effects of the project. The Xusumátkwu have taken the Cariboo Gold Mine to court. They say the mine goes against their Aboriginal rights and title, which are protected by law. These rights include the ability to use and take care of their traditional land, including important resources like water and wildlife. This legal fight is a big issue in Canada because it focuses on recognizing and supporting Indigenous rights. The result of this case could impact other resource projects across the country. Voices of opposition. The Xusumátkwu say no. The Xusumátkwu's opposition to the Cariboo Gold Mine comes from their deep spiritual and cultural connection to the land. They see the mine as a disrespect to their sacred sites. The chance of environmental damage adds more worries. The Xusumátkwu stress their commitment to protecting the environment. They argue that the mine's operation puts the delicate balance of the ecosystem at risk. This balance is essential for their traditional way of life. In response to the Xusumátkwu's challenge to the project, Osisko CEO Sean Rusin points out the company has signed benefits agreements with two other First Nations, the Tsilhqot'in Nation in 2020 and the Williams Lake First Nation. We have made good faith and reasonable efforts in the past 2 years to reach agreement with Xusumátkwu First Nation, including reasonable offers for financial and other benefits along substantially similar frameworks as those offered to and agreed by other Indigenous communities, he said. Our efforts have focused on providing meaningful benefits to all Indigenous nations, whilst ensuring the project remains viable. Finding a solution, a way forward? The conflict over the Cariboo Gold Mine shows the need for a new way to handle resource development. This new approach should respect Indigenous rights and focus on protecting the environment. To do this, real conversations are needed. Finding common ground will be important, and both sides must be willing to listen and make compromises. In the end, the goal should be to create a future where economic growth and Indigenous rights can work together in a way that benefits everyone. In the description box below, there's a summary of the article about the Cariboo Gold Mine. It talks about the issues around the mine, including Indigenous views, environmental worries, and the challenges of finding agreement. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Timely Trends and News. Your support helps us keep sharing important stories. Thanks for watching and being part of our community.